Namaskar, friends. This is Shekhar Mayanil here again with the sixth episode of Yogic-Neurosciences in Hanuman Chalisa. So, before I begin, I'll seek blessings from Lord Ganesha, and of course, my blessings from Hanumanji, who is the be all and end all of in the entire episode here, all the episodes, in fact. So, I'll seek blessings from him. Now, before I go about this session today, I'd like to answer one question that many people, at least nine of my really dear friends, asked me. They said that I really that is very scientific that you talked about the four aspects of breathing: the inhale, then hold, then exhale, hold. I said they said that they hyperventilate. By the time they are on the third or fourth or fifth, they start hyperventilating. See, that's the time to stop it right there. So if you because we hyperventilate because we are not used to the pause. We are used to inhale and immediately exhale, inhale, exhale. So that way we are not used to the pause. So this is a pranic breathing. This is very not necessarily just normal breathing. It is a very structured breathing. So it will take a while. I had already warned you already beforehand that it will take about 2 years to practice this really well, all the way to 40 on Chalisa, 40 cycles. So I would uh, encourage people to do very short, like say four set of inhale, hold, exhale, hold. In that one, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Two, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Three. So this way you can do 4 or 5 at a time. Take your time. Even if you can do one, fantastic. Then next day you'll do one, again next day you'll do one, and then gradually increase to second one. That is fantastic. Suppose somebody does not know Hanuman Chalisa, or and if they don't have access to Hanuman, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale like that, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is simple, right? So if you do that, I think that should be taken care of. So anyway, so let's discuss today's episode. So I'll share with you my small PowerPoint so that I can make sense as I discuss with you. Okay. So today we are going to discuss in episode 6, Ram Kaaj Karibe Ko Atu. So Hanumanji, for Hanumanji in Ramcharitmanas or in Ramayana, Ram Kaaj was to find out Sita Ji, and in fact that is what he has been famous. He is famous for, to find out the whereabouts of Sita Ji. So what is Ram Kaaj for us? How does the breath accomplish that Ram Kaaj? So how does what is Sita Ji representing here for us? If we assume our breath as Hanumanji, then Sita Ji has to be something which is related to us, right? So how that analogy or the metaphors that are used in Ramcharitmanas relevant to us, that's what we'll discuss. So in Hanuman Chalisa, we know that Ram Kaaj Karibe Ko Atir is one of the things, and then Ramchandra Ke Kaaj Samare. So all the Ramchandra Ke Kaaj Samare, yeah, or Ram Kaaj Karibe Ko Atur, he's so eager to do Ram Kaaj. So in Kishkinda Kand of Ramcharitmanas, you it's Sampati. I don't know how many of you all know Ramcharitmanas or Ramayana as such. Sampati was a vulture, right? He was sitting there at the banks of at the ocean front, south of India, and he said that if we are looking for Sita Ji, then or Ram Kaaj especially, that the one who will cross the ocean is the one who can do Ram Kaaj. There is no other. So Then Hanumanji is sitting with all the other monkeys and all the other bears and all those all big and small monkeys sitting there. So they were perplexed with the idea of how are we going to cross the ocean. So Jamban, who is a bear, big bear, so he said, um, I used to, once upon a time when I was young, I used to make 7 circle of the earth, but now I'm too old, I cannot do much about it. So, and Angad said, well, I can go, but I will not be able to come back. And then Jamban saw Hanumanji sitting there quietly here, um, doing nothing, just completely oblivious of his strength. Then he said, Kahiri chapati suna Hanumana, Kachup sadhirayo balbana, Pavana tanaya bal pavana samana, Buddhi vivek vigyan nidhana. कवन सो काज कठिन जग माही, जो नहीं होई तात तुम पाही, राम काज लगी तब अवतारा, सुनते उभय पर्वताकारा. He said, Hanumanji, why are you sitting so quietly? You are the abode of all these great qualities, buddhi, vivek, vigyan, and you are the place where strength resides. You are as strong as your dad. Pavana tanay bala pavana samana. Why are you sitting quietly? Which work is so difficult for you that you cannot do? There is no work because of your strength and your buddhi and vivek. Buddhi means intelligence, and Vivek means a discerning faculty between what is right and what is wrong. So Vigyan is inquiring mind. So you have all that, but why are you sitting quietly? But the moment he said, Ram Kaaj lagi tava avatara, your manifestation, your avatar, your incarnation is meant for Ram Kaaj. And the moment he heard that, he became Parvatakara, which means big. Now, let's come back to our understanding about Hanumanji sitting quietly like this, doing absolutely quiet. And the moment he heard Ramkaj, immediately it became Parvatakar. So what does this quietly sitting Hanumanji represent, and what does Parvatakar represent? Okay, so this is when Hanumanji is sitting quietly, he's probably doing shallow breathing, right? But the moment he said Ram Kaj, it is deep, long Chalisa breathing. So this is for us. Hanumanji is if we consider Hanumanji as our breath, then the shallow breathing is not doing the Ram Kaj. It is the deep, long Chalisa breathing that will help us do the Ram Kaj. Okay, so that is what it is. Now, for Hanumanji, Ram Kaj was, as we know very well, it was to find out where Sita Ji is. And so what is Ram Kaj for us? So it is very beautifully written in Sundarkand of Ramcharitmanas, and in the first 3 shlokas, the very starting of Sundarkand, it is written Shantam Shashwatam Aprameya Managam Nirvana Shanti Pradam. So what is written here? Shanti. So what kind of Shanti? The inner peace that passeth all understanding. Nirvana Shanti Pradam. It is as good as Nirvana, means totally enlightened level of peace, which you cannot explain. That kind of a peace. And the second shlok says, Bhaktim Prayachcha Raghupungava Nirbharam me. Right? Now Bhakti is another one. What is Bhakti? The deeper connection with the divine in the form of inner peace, oneness with the universe, right? So, and what is the third one? Atulita Baladhamam. So these are the three Ramakaj actually for us. Hanumanji is definitely going to find Sita Ji, but Sita Ji represent what? So and this is possible through Chalisa breathing. What is possible? Peace, devotion, and strength. These are the indicators in the very first first, second, and third shlokas of Sundarkand. So our Ram Kaaj is to find out where is our Sita Ji. For Hanuman Ji, it was Ramchandra Ji's wife, Sita Ji, right? And now, if you assume Ram as in consciousness, and his consort Sita Ji has to be the energy, then, right? Because that consciousness which is unmanifest cannot do anything until unless there is something to make it happen. And that is Sita Ji is the one which makes it happen. So for Ram, our Ram Kaaj is to find out our Sita Ji, right? So what is that Sita Ji? For for a Jnani, for a Gyan Yogi, who uses intellect, intelligence, and all that stuff, he is most miserable until unless he finds peace. So until unless he finds peace, so his Ram Kaaj is to find peace. And for a devotee, devotion is that the Lord loves me. Until unless he is convinced that the Lord loves me enough, he is miserable. So what happens is, for him, the devotion is his absolute devotion, nirbhara bhakti. They call it a nirbhara bhakti. Complete. You are in charge of my life. I am nobody. No. So that type of devotion where it is a oneness with with the Lord. So that is the devotion for bhakti yoga. Okay. And for karma yogi, Sita Ji represents strength. So this is all the three things. And now you know what? Hanumanji has all these things. And that's why his Sita Ji he got Sita Ji because he has all these things. So his Sita Ji, he already has. So what is our goal now? What is our Sita Ji? I summarize it: Shanti, Bhakti, and Shakti. Peace, devotion, and strength. Okay. So how does breath accomplish Ram Kaaj? How does our breath accomplish Ram Kaaj? So I'm just giving you an idea. Sometimes when, let's say you have a idea, some idea, but it is not tangible yet. It is just some kind of fuzziness is there in that. So nothing happens until and unless the idea from the head goes into your heart, which means until unless you become emotional about that idea, which is still in a very unmanifest state, until unless that becomes emotional to you, nothing happens, right? So, but once it is emotional from head to the heart, and from heart, what happens? Blood pumps all over our body. Blood is pumped all over body by the heart, and it goes to the action, to the organs of action, hands and legs, and that is what makes the thing tangible. What happens is, an idea which is intangible, until it gets emotional to the heart and it gets acted upon, nothing happens. So what happens? The unmanifest is formless, right? But emotional feeling creates some fuzzy form, some form in the form of imagination. At least you can see it, but it's not tangible yet, right? So, and once the action is involved in creating that unmanifest idea by emotional feelings, then acted upon, then it can become unmanifest. So this is the whole idea. So, now one thing is you know very well that until unless you are at peace 100%, you cannot even have an idea. Forget about creating, manifesting things. So very peaceful mind is necessary, very peaceful mind. And that is what Gyan Yogi is looking forward to. Gyan Yogi is looking forward to total peace, so that he can evaluate his thoughts at a very close level. And then for without bhakti, of course, you can have a dime a dozen ideas, but unless it is emotionalized and made action worked upon those ideas, it will never get manifested. So you need Shakti for that. Shakti means strength, and that is what the Karma Yogi is looking for. So Karma Yogi is looking for strength. Bhakti Yoga or devotee is looking for bhakti, and or devotion, and Jnani is looking for Shanti, peace, right? This is what it is. Now, this is what our breath can accomplish. But what obstacle do we all encounter on our way to seeking strength, devotion, and peace? And how Chalisa breathing helps circumvent those obstacles? We will discuss in the next episode. So, next episode will be Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur. So Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur. So how Hanumanji circumvented those obstacles. So how does our breath in us will circumvent the exact same obstacle which Hanumanji we saw while he was in search for Sita Ji. So this is what we will discuss next time. Do I have to? Did I tell you that you have to subscribe? One of my friends says, "Don't tell anybody to subscribe. It is not right." So I'm not going to tell you. You know. Thank you so much. I appreciate and look forward to meeting you on the 7th episode again. Thanks. Thank you very much for being with us, and look forward to meeting you again. And good night, good morning, whichever way you say it. Okay, bye.